What's going on, guys? It's Suareezy here, back at you with another Market Mondays. Today we'll be going over why we need to be looking at crypto at these particular levels. Alright, first up we got Bitcoin on the 24-hour time frame, and we're going to go over last week what we particularly were looking for and seeing how that actually played out. So we ended up getting the pullback right into our monthly level zone, which was 21,708, and we did have a multi-month trend line that we were pretty much sitting on top of as well. Plus we had the 100% breakout that we're utilizing as a support zone as well. You can see we actually drew out the breakout or breakdown zone, particularly for the price action that we were playing within around that 21,708, and you can see we pretty much bounced right off of that level and took us right up to our monthly level, which was exactly what we're looking for. So now with that being said, we did get the breakout of the monthly level, and we are also trying to test a breakout of the smaller range that we're playing within, the smaller upward channel that we have. So again, whenever we break out of a channel, we're looking for a 100% move towards that area. So if we truly happen to get a breakout of this 100% zone, then we are looking for around 27.5 would be the next price target, with another price target at 28.6, with our monthly level being right above us. So again, this is going to be a major key level, as you have to break out of this high. You're testing the top trend line. You're also testing this 100% that has been there for months. So getting true volume on this breakout is going to be very key. If we happen to reject this area, what I'd be looking for is to see how this 23,957 actually holds up. If we get the retest down and no volume actually comes in, then looking for the retest to our bottom trend line to try to get us another move like we kind of just seen. But the key is getting the volume to come in at these zones. If the volume doesn't come in, then we'll actually snap and get towards our next monthly level below us. So watching our trend lines, how they're holding up, watching our candlestick formations, seeing how those are holding up, watching our horizontal monthly support and resistance, seeing how those are holding up. But as of right now, until we actually break trend, then trend is our friend, and we shall be going in that direction until we aren't. So again, looking for major volume on the breakout potential. Ideally would like a little bit of a pullback to solidify more accumulation for a bigger picture breakout. But yeah, one thing to be watching is the volume and the candlestick formations right around this zone, especially if we happen to get the pullback to 23,957. Then definitely keep an eye on that area for a breakout towards that 27.5 zone. So again, just make sure you're watching your trend lines, your candlestick formations, and watching that volume. If it comes in and we happen to get the breakout, then you got your next areas above to look out for. If the breakout does not happen and there's lack of volume that's coming in, we have levels to look at, look beneath us for future price action. So we have our 23,957, and we have our multi-month trend line that we were actually watching as well. So definitely make sure that you're watching these areas, and let's jump into Ethereum. But before we jump into Ethereum, if you can like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, that would be truly appreciated, as it helps the channel grow. Also, if you can turn on notifications to be notified whenever we have any new videos being dropped. Alright, next up we have Ethereum on the 24-hour time frame, and let's go over what we've seen this last week. So we did get the pullback into our multi-month trend line, which got a tap and truly reversed right off of that and took us right to our monthly level of 1,700, which now we can see that we're actually running into our monthly level, plus again holding the same kind of pattern formation just like we had with Bitcoin. Again, we are trying to test that level, trying to break out of this smaller range that we're playing within. If we happen to break out of that range, truly looking to get 100% of that move, which just happens to take us to our next monthly level, which would be 1886. So again, just like with Bitcoin, if we are looking for the true breakout of this zone, then we are looking for major volume to come in around this area. If we start to get lack of volume, then we'll get the same concept that we're looking for with getting a touch to our top trend line, getting a pullback to see how our monthly level 1700 is actually holding up. If that doesn't actually happen to hold up, then ideally getting a pullback to our trend line would be even more ideal for more accumulation for future breakout. And even then, if no volume comes in, sitting around this zone, pulling back to our other monthly trend line would be ideal as well, and would still be considered in trend, going that upward direction. So holding these trend lines are going to be very key going forward, and holding these monthly levels are going to be also very key going forward. So definitely make sure that you have a plan sitting around these areas as long as we start heading up towards these zones or pulling back towards these zones. 1700 is going to be very key. If we're over it, we're looking for 1886. If we're under it, we're looking for ideally a pullback to the first trend line, and if that one doesn't hold, looking for the next price target, moving price target on our next trend line below. Then if that happens to break, then going for our monthly level at that point. So we're in a very, very key spot for crypto overall. And again, making sure that you're watching key levels such as monthly levels, multi-month trend lines, range bound zones. These are going to be very key going forward. As of right now, just continuing the trend. We have yet to break trend on this upward motion, so trend is your friend until it's not. Just making sure that you're looking for the breakout of this smaller range. If we happen to break to that upside, again looking for 1886. If we happen to break down, looking for a first touch of our multi-month trend line, and ideally taking it back down towards the other monthly trend line right beneath that to get another retest or a pullback for bigger accumulation. So that was going to be the breakdown for crypto this week. You guys stay safe, and I will see you guys on next week's Market Mondays.